This is WSUR, and I am Crazy G. You're locked into the G spot, and yes, that was Mystify, something new off of their newest CD, Crackin The Safe, from Saving Abel. Right now, we're going to go to the phones because I know for a fact we have Scott Bartlett, the guitarist from Saving Abel, on the line. You there, Scott?
I'm here. How you doing, man?
Hey, not too bad, man. What's going on?
Just pulled into Fostoria, Ohio, where I was reminded of some shenanigans that went down last time we were here. It's cool. That's always fun. I don't remember it, but I hear it epic. And, we got a show tonight. The tickets are selling well. The tour's going great, and that's about it. Life is good. And in the world of Saving Abel, life is good.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk to us here on the G Spot. I would like to know, could you give us a little insight to Saving Abel and how the band got to this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long road. I'll try to give you the abridged version. We formed in the Mid-South, right around Memphis, Tennessee, and Corinth, Mississippi, circa 2005, 2006. We signed a deal the end of 2007, 2008 with Virgin Capitol Records. We had a hit song with Addicted, 18 Days, Drowning, Sex is Good was another big one. We've had 7 top 10 hits over the last years. We've gone on tour with huge acts like Nickelback, and right now we are restructuring. We lost our singer along the way. He wanted to go home and be family man and write a solo record, and we had to support him for that. But we just told him, if you split, that's it. Like, we can't stop doing this because we love what we do, and we can't leave our fans behind either. So some tears were shed, and Jared Weeks left the band to pursue a solo career, and we grabbed Scotty Austin from Jackson, Tennessee, and we're doing all this without a record label now, which we feel happy about. We've built the name. We don't need label support. We can do this on our own because of the success of the songs, the love of our fans, and just the name Saving Abel. So we control what Saving Abel is and who is in it, and we love having Scotty Austin, as well as we brought his drummer with him from Crash the Brand. His name is Stephen Pulley. So the newest thing in our camp would be that we have 2 new band members, and the crowds are really digging it. It's a very energetic show, and my mission statement for taking Saving Abel into the next era is to be the baddest-ass Southern rock band that is worthy of arenas that you can see in bars, and hopefully coming to an arena near you soon after we have another hit at radio.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I seen you Sunday night at Wally's in New Hampshire. You guys, honestly, you knocked it out. You really did. I was amazed and impressed, and I was like, wow, you guys really give it your all. Your most recent CD, Crackin The Safe, is hard-nosed and subtle in many aspects. What was the collective consensus from the band with this CD?
Here's how that went down. Okay, so we've been through a major label at this point with Virgin Capitol. We parted amicably with them. We were then picked up by an independent label. We figured we'd try that. We went with E1. I'm not going to bash them, but I don't have anything nice to say about how our deal went with them. We released 1 single, Bringing Down the Giant, and then we told them we didn't like the way they marketed it, and they said that we could just walk away from our contract, but they would own the out forever. So we could play those songs live, but we'll never see a dime from anything, and we feel pretty proud of that record. It was a departure from our kind of like harder rock sound, but we wanted to kind of, all of us are singer-songwriters too. I mean, I'm a closet metalhead too, but with Saving Abel, I can't write death metal. It doesn't work. So we are a Southern rock band with Saving Abel, and we kind of tried to spread our wings a little bit, and I think that it just didn't work with E1, so we parted, but they owned the music, so we were like, what do? We have to give our fans something. We went back to the archives, and Crackin The Safe were a bunch of songs that were written years ago. That the problem is, when you submit songs to a record label or anybody, certain people own certain parts of it, even the B-sides that don't get released. So we didn't have any music to give our fans except for songs that were demos that we'd never shopped to anybody, so we had to go back and kind of fine-tune them and recut them and, revisit them. And we had to do it very quickly so that we'd have something to give our fans.
The first track off this CD, Mystify, is mind-blowing. What was the idea with that track?
It was literally, it was about God. Jared is a very religious person, and he wrote it when we were going through a lot. There was Jared grappled with substance abuse problems, and he thanked spirituality for getting him out of that dark part of his life. And Mystify is a testament to that. The music is really heavy, and Jared just wanted to say something spiritual. So, you know, obviously, I mean, we're the band that brought you Addicted. We're not exactly a Christian rock band, but we are from the Bible Belt. We don't forget it. And so lyrically, that's what that song was about. We love that the heavy groove. I'm pretty proud of the lead break. And, I mean, you know, man, it's one of those, it's an easy song. It's literally 4 chords. It's in your face. It rocks. And, you know, that's just, sometimes it doesn't take a lot more than that.
Another track that is unbelievable is Love Like Suicide. I know because I talked to Scotty about this. He's the one who wrote this track. When he went to write it, did you approach this track, or did he approach this track with you guys any different than you would have with past songs? You know what I mean? Like, how did it come about to where he just wrote it? Did he just come to you guys and say, hey, check this out?
We were working, we had the chords. We were a little nervous because it was our first go-round at writing with Scotty, and we didn't want our fans to, you know, as soon as you change singers, people are very skeptical. And we knew that we knew our true fans would be there for us, just like we'd expect them to be there for Jared, you know, I mean, in his endeavors. And, but you only get one chance to make a first impression. So we just wanted the song to be, I mean, initially, She's Got Love Like Suicide was just about like a badass chick. And the way the words were, it was like kind of like a, you know, crazy bitch type song. It was just like a song about a badass chick. And we're like, you know, you kind of hear this in strip clubs. You can hear it, you know, it's an active rock song. It's about all the badass chicks out there. We sent it to radio, and literally we just wanted some feelers, like, hey, what do you think of this new sound? And some guys over at radio, literally, I couldn't believe they said this. They go, we're really hoping 2014 isn't about like the badass girl anymore. We don't want bad girlfriend. We don't want crazy bitch. We're looking for something new. We were like, that is refreshing. So we're like, but we love the hook. She's got love like suicide, but I love the way she gets me high. And we were just sitting there. Scotty and I came up with, what if she is music? And like the fact that we are so stupid as musicians that we let it ruin our lives, that we can't stop doing it because we love the way it makes us feel. It tears families apart. It keeps you on the road 300 days out of the year, but it's what makes us kick. That's what Love Like Suicide is about. It's about music.
Getting back to what you were saying, I know many artists and bands go through changes. What was it like switching? I mean, obviously, you didn't want it to happen, but it did. A lot of bands will say the transition was easy or the transition was hard. How hard or easy was it for you guys to transition to Scotty and Scotty transition to you? Same thing for Stephen Pulley.
It was, well, again, with those two, they already had a camaraderie in their band, Trash the Brand. And with them came their bass player, who was our pet on the road, Scotty Little. And so we had, co-founding members, Jared, Eric, and myself. We know each other so well. And, obviously there's a few kinks to work out. But Scotty and Steven, they're not 18. They've been around this industry. They get it. And they were just they're like, this is my chance, is the way they looked at it. They're like, and we're not going to screw this up. So it was almost like it was such a blessing to them to get the opportunity, that they were so kind and just understanding. As like we think, this is a different ball game, guys. You're in a national act. And they stepped up their game. So when they kept telling us how honored they were to be in the band, it just made it a lot easier. We all love Jared to death, but we also, the 5 of us that started this band, love each other as much as we hate each other, because, we're like brothers. So when you've got new people, all of a sudden your old jokes are funny. It's just like with rehearsals, they got that too. Obviously it was squirrely at times. For me singing all the backup, I've got to relearn how to breathe. Because with Jared and I had it down. If I knew his voice was going, I'd hear him take a breath in 18 days to go for the note, and I'm like, he's not going to get the high one. So I'd go for the high one, and he'd instinctually go for the low one. We had it down. I could tell by listening to his breathing pattern in my monitor mix. That was the hardest part for me, was that. The backup vocals were a tough transition, but we've got them now. Scotty and I rehearsed them. That's the other thing. Scotty likes to practice. Steven likes to practice. So at this point, the gigs are the rehearsals, because we've got this thing down now. But there were, they're at the top, it was a little tough. So, we got through it like anything else. Saving Abel always perseveres, man.
It's pretty amazing that some artists can leave and others come in, and it's like you didn't even lose a step. And to me, that's what happened with you guys. You didn't lose a step. Do you, because of all this, and Jared leaving and Scotty and Steven coming in, do you stray away from your originality? The
originality?
Yeah.
One thing we're good at is just being us. we never made excuses. We just, Saving Abel, man, I mean, I made the joke the other day, we got a song we're working on called We All Fall Down. And it's like, with this band, I mean, when we fall, we hit every stair on the way down. We always get back up. It's just kind of like, that's the way this band is. And, we've been through bus fires, we've totaled buses, we've almost died together, literally. So when it comes to our originality, like, we just don't make any excuses. We're just really good at being us. And it's 5 alpha males that are out to kick the world's ass.
You get it done, man, and that's what counts. Who are some of your or the band's your personal musical influences?
I'm big on Southern. I love Skinner, but I'll always take the Allman Brothers over them for their guitar work. I'm big on stuff like King's X. I love some good metal. I can't go wrong with Appetite for Destruction. My 2 favorite guitar players are Slash and Dwayne Allman.
That's a good mix, though.
Yeah, well, Dwayne died before his time, and now, the closest thing that I could hear to him is maybe like Warren Haynes, and I'm a big fan of his, too. So, you got Slash with the speed, and then, I live in the Bible Belt. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. I've got the word soul tattooed on my hand. So I always like a good vibrato. And, that's, we all come from different, Jason loves Prince, amongst other things, so when it comes to our influences, that's part of what makes the Saving Abel sound. It's very vast, a weird salad, all kinds of ingredients,
No, hey, and that's what's awesome about, I love what I do because I get so many different genres. My favorite, of course, is hard rock and metal. You guys have always been one of my favorites as far as those genres go, and I've been following you for some years. It's just amazing how you keep rolling and you put out good quality music. I don't think there's really a bad song off Crackin The Safe. I think every one of them is very tangible. And that says a lot about the band and the artists in it. You take what you do seriously. What could the fans expect from a Saving Abel show?
If you like bands that believe in the way it used to be, we might drink a little too much. We might sweat. We might not be as pretty as everybody else. It's just kind of like, but we don't care. The music does the talking for us. If you're going to heckle us, like, we're going to outwit you and make you look stupid. So don't go there. And we'll outdrink you after the show. But it's fun. It's not a competition. It's just that we're on the road doing it every day. We always hear, oh, you better look out. This town parties harder than everybody. We're like, no, we party harder than everyone. Believe me, because we consistently prove it. All you got to do is look at our Facebook, and you'll see it.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching you guys. Trust me, I see it. Are there any special routines that you could share with us that may be different?
I have like a vicious sort of weird conflict of interest cycle where I do a bunch of push-ups and then some shots of Jack Daniels, and then I run scales on my guitar, and then I repeat till it's showtime.
Is there anything you want to say to the Saving Abel fans out in Radio Land?
I just want to say thanks. For people that have been there since the beginning, like, you've made my life awesome. Saving Abel hasn't brought me a bunch of wealth the way it used to for artists, but it's paid for my house. Not much, but it's mine. And I'm able to play music for a living because of y'all. So, for those of you all that didn't like the transition, we're sorry. It just had to happen. If you don't like it, just go away. Go somewhere else, because we think it's awesome. And we can't wait to see you all out on the road.
I think it's awesome, too. I don't criticize or condemn anybody for making changes that are in their best interest. And it's like you guys just didn't waver. Jared left. You picked up Scotty. You picked up Steven. You just kept on. That's pretty hard to do in this industry, so I give you guys a lot of credit. Is there anything else coming up for Saving Abel in 2014 that we may want to know about?
We're working in the studio right now with Justin Reimer of the band 12 Stones. He's the one that he produced Love Like Suicide. He's a protege of our old producer, Skid Mills, so it's very cohesive. We've already got 3 new songs written. We're just waiting on the final mixes. And we should have an EP. I'm going for the full record, but we got to talk to management about that. But either way, there's going to be new music very soon, and I can't wait to hear what y'all have to say about it.
Well, I can't either. Scott, I want to take the time right now to say thank you for calling in here on the G-Spot. I want to thank New England Concert Reviews as well. I want to thank Saving Abel for an incredible night on Sunday night. You guys really did rock that house. I enjoyed it to the fullest. I wish you the best. I hope you have a great show tonight. I'm looking forward to some new stuff from you guys this year.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear what you got to say about it.
I'll let you go for now, and hopefully we will talk again very soon.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, man, and good luck.
All righty.
That was Scott Bartlett, the guitarist for Saving Abel. Very interesting, cool dudes. I had a blast with them on Sunday night. Just very down to earth. I actually got to speak with Scotty Austin in the van before they went in. Had a great time. Go check them out if you can. Saving Abel. They're awesome live. Great bunch of guys. They will take the time to say hi, hang out with you, and have a blast. Right now, I believe we're going to play some Line 'Em. This is Wrong Side of the Grave right here on WSUR.